What's up, Quarter Pounders? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Wave Potter, and today I have a request from Rabbi Rabbs, one of my awesome patrons and someone who's been such a great support to the channel. I really appreciate you, Rabbi, so thank you so much. This song, he says, is another one of his favorite all-female bands, who also happens to be from Japan. The band was called Rick Rack. They changed to Fern Planet. But Rabbi says this song is thousands of encounters and a miracle. Again, Rabbi's request is a patron request, so if you would like your own requests, you can always join my Patreon or visit my website. They're both always linked below, and I'll make your video. Just a quick heads up, this is a reaction and analysis video, so I will be pausing. But if you just want to watch the original video, go support the original artist's channel. That said, if you're excited to see this, pound that like button, subscribe, and ring that buddy bell. And if this is your first time here, I started playing drums when I was 2 years old. I went on to become a multi-instrumentalist and play in many bands, and now I like to make one-man band covers and watch other musicians play music, react, analyze, and break it down.
Break it down!
Ooh, love that tone. Cool indie sound. Just love that overdriven guitar tone. Really cool drum beat here too. I always love it when the snare is a little offbeat. It's not doom ch doom ch. That doom is really cool. Ooh, I love short staccato bursts like that with the cymbal mutes. Interesting composition style. And the snare. That classic System of a Down style drum beat that's in a lot of stuff. This drummer is really interesting. There's a lot happening in this song. These people are really interesting. That harmony, I gotta hear that again. That was such a layered harmony for just two people. They're kind of harmonizing a little bit and then they break off and do their own things. That's so cool. Ooh, tom-driven beat. Oh, wow. This is from June of 2014. Again, this reminds me of like the Scott Pilgrim music, but way more interesting. Does she have like cinder blocks in front of her kick drum? Okay, this is a common problem for drummers that most people probably don't know about, but the kick drum moving away from you as you kick it. It's a problem that plagues many drummers, especially if you don't have a nice thick rug under your drums. Every time you hit the kick drum, it inches away a little bit more. When I was recording my drum cover a couple days ago, the Californication drum cover, I was having this problem. I actually had to put a chair against my kick drum to get it to not move away from me because the rug just wasn't cutting it. But I love that those look like some heavy blocks keeping it from sliding away. Just love this drum beat. It's so bouncy, so fun. Wow, that really opened up. What? That was like some Matt Bellamy or that guy from Rage Against the Machine, Tom Morello stuff right there. That was awesome. That was some great control too, like perfect triplets. Wow. Okay, before we get to this next part, that solo was so cool. All the tones in this band are so good, but my favorite is the guitar tone. It's so thick. and huge. It kind of reminds me of like Stevie Ray Vaughan's tone, where it's like pretty clean, but it's overdriven just enough. And funny enough, you get that tone by, instead of turning up overdrive, you actually crank the volume on your overdrive to really drive into the amp tubes and make them scream. That's why it's called a tube screamer, because it drives your tubes, makes them scream like this with the volume, because that's basically a gain knob. And then the drive, you can add extra grit, but you don't really need that much drive out of your overdrive pedal to get a great thick tone like this. Very fascinating. Very dynamic too. Very interesting drummer. This drummer kind of has the Akane thing going on, where she changes it up a lot, changes up the drum patterns, makes it really interesting. Not quite as intensive about that as Akane, but, you know, same kind of principle. Keeping it fresh. Another drummer with great posture, too. Cool. Rick Rack. Well, that was really fun. Can't believe that's already 7 years ago. 2014. Wow. All right. Well, thank you so much, Rabbi Rabbs, for sharing this with me. It was very interesting, very fun. It always blows me away how many bands there are like this that I just find completely fascinating that I've never heard of before. Thank you so much to all my patrons for your support, including Rabbi Rabbs, who made this request. Again, if you want your own requests, you can join my Patreon or go to my website below if you don't want the monthly commitment. They're always linked below, and then I'll make your video request. But if you just pound like on this video and subscribe and ring that buddy bell, that means a lot too. I really appreciate any support on the channel like that. That's where I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time.
Just a little more. Just a little more. I don't know if I can take this place.